YouTube, today we got the top 5 benchers of all time. I really spent a ton of time on this project so I could find details that you may not have known about each one of these benchers, even if you already know them. So let's get into it. Up first, we have Scott Mendleson, 715 pounds raw bench press. He only weighed in at 314 pounds body weight, which makes him the lightest person on our list. But what really makes him famous is the fact that he's known for the picture on the right. You have probably seen this picture somewhere. I'm not sure where or how, but you have probably seen this picture somewhere. I know there's a YouTube video out there with over 5 million views where this is the title or the thumbnail picture. It is one of the most gruesome injuries ever. I believe this is from a chest tear. I don't even know, but this is probably the most famous injury-related photo, like chest tear-related photo ever. But what's super interesting about Scott is that after his raw run, he decided to get back into bench pressing after this chest tear by going into equipped, where he's managed to bench 1,030 pounds equipped, which is insanely impressive coming back after something like this. Up next, Thomas Davis TD Smash. Many people may not know about him. Out of everybody on the list, I feel like TD Smash is probably the most unheard of, unknown. So, real quick, 716.5 pound bench press raw, 434.1 pounds body weight, which is the second heaviest person on this list. But this is the world record for the heaviest full power bench press. And this wasn't just, oh, I'm going to come in here, do 135 on the squat, 135 on the deadlift. I believe that he had squatted 800 pounds or so with that on his back, and then fast forward, decided to lay down and bench press 716 pounds. What's super cool about him, he's a police officer. I couldn't imagine what it would be like if I got pulled over and I knew that the man walking up on my window was bench pressing 716 pounds. And this is also Julius Maddox's training partner. If you did not know that, these two train together. Absolute tanks, right? I mean, this is the two biggest training partners of all time, I would probably say. By far the biggest benchers, probably the two strongest training partners of all time. Absolute tanks and monsters. Number 3, Eric Spoto. Now, Eric Spoto, I could go on about him forever. I'll probably try to keep this relatively short. 722 pound bench press raw. He did this at a body weight of 315.5 pounds, which is the second lightest on this list, but he has the highest dots for the bench press on this list, right? This is just, I'm talking dots, I don't mean like everybody, because I'm sure some light guy has the highest dots for bench, but on this list, he has the highest dots of bench. Is it accurate or not? I'm not sure. Honestly, I would say it probably is the most impressive bench on this list. Maybe a close second. I don't know. Maybe a tie. It'll be up for you guys to decide in the comments below. He's known for his own bench press. His own bench press variation is called the Spoto press, which is you bring it down and you stop about 2 to 3 inches from your chest, keeping your back extremely tight, and then pressing this back up. This Spoto press became a thing because while he was warming up, while he was getting to his strongest, he said that nothing below, I think it was 5 plates, would touch his chest because his back and glutes and everything else was so tight and tense that unless he was to give up some of his form, the bar could physically not touch his chest. And on this list, he's the only soft touch bencher. I know that you guys could argue that Scott Mendleson was also a soft touch bencher, but I do believe that he had a little bit of the sink going. Not a lot of sink, but he still had a little sink. Eric Spoto, when that bar hit any contact with his chest, it was not moving down at all. And for him to go on and bench 722 pounds like this is absolutely insane. This makes me really wonder sometimes what the correct bench form is for bigger guys. Is everybody supposed to bench with a soft touch? Because typically you see lighter guys, I'd say under 200 pounds, benching with a soft touch on their chest, which is when the bar hits their chest, it does not move down any further. But bigger guys, you typically see it sink a little bit more. Eric Spoto, however, is obviously a very big guy at 315 pounds, but he let the bar stay right there. He did not let the bar move. So I'm not sure. Every time I see this, like, man, what is the correct benching style? I think it really just depends on how you like to bench. Number 2, Krill. I don't even want to try to attempt his last name. Krill, whatever, is a monster. I've known about him for years. As soon as I started getting into lifting, I just saw a bunch of videos about him. 6 years ago, this was the Smaev, pretty much. If you know Andrei Smaev, this was basically Andrei Smaev before Andrei Smaev. He had bench press 738.5 pounds raw, weighing in at 381.1 pounds body weight, which is right in the middle of all of the people on this lift. And he is known for his insane build. And this is what I'm talking about when I'm talking about Andrei Smaev before Andrei Smaev. Weighing in at 381 pounds, this man had abs. Now, this picture is not super visible, but if you go up, you Google his name, you will find pictures of him actually with abs at 380 pounds. Absolutely unheard of. The rumors, or not even the rumors, but I guess the proof shows that his arms were 23.6 inches, just to go along with his insane physique. And what also makes this very interesting is he's the only person on this list that is not from the USA. So he's from Russia, the Russian tank, whatever. Literally Andrei Smaev before Andrei Smaev was a thing. Obviously way stronger than Andrei Smaev as well, benching 738 pounds in a competition with a full legal pause, nothing on his elbows. I think he was just wearing wrist wraps. On to the bench press GOAT, Julius Maddox. He bench pressed 782.6 pounds dead raw, only wrist wraps used, weighing in at a body weight of 447.5 pounds. He's the heaviest person on our list with the heaviest bench as well. He is the undisputed king of bench press. If you ask anybody who is the best bencher of all time that pays attention to powerlifting, you will get the response Julius Maddox. Now, people have put up very impressive numbers and stuff like that, but you have to give Julius Maddox a crown and just say he is the king of bench press. The stat that I personally think stands out for this is out of the top 5 benches of all time, he has all 5 of them. He has the top 4 benches of all time, and he's tied for the 5th. The 5th that he is tied for is Krill's bench of 738. And what's even crazier about this is if he hit that 800 pounds that was misloaded the one day, he would have all 5 by a landslide as well, by like 10 pounds, I think. So absolutely just tank, monster, beast, whatever word you want to use to describe him. I would love to see Julius Maddox hit that 800-pound bench press that everybody has just been dying to see for years now. And on top of that, his training best is 795 pounds. We've seen him rep 700 for 3. We've seen crazy things come out of him. When will the 800-pound bench fall? I'm not sure, but I think it's coming soon. That's it for today's video, guys. Go ahead and subscribe if you're new, and like and comment. Let me know what you want to see next. Until next time, Blake one signing out.